What's going on? What's going down, my people? Everything is lit. Everything is right. So we have no problems tonight. I was about to say, but I wouldn't mind. Listen, people, some of you know, some of you don't. We have been setting the tone for some things. Um, I'm going to lose some of the fan base, right? I'm going to lose some of the fan base, but I understand this. It's not my doing. It is not my doing. A thing is taking place, and I'm about to show you guys. Okay, so let's just be. Wanting to get fresh. That's one thing I hate about TikTok. Soon as you open it up, it's just noise. That goes to show you how toxic TikTok is. Just noise. But I like this. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be a bad person. This was actually pretty good, if I do say so myself. Listen, people. You're not going to like it, but there's a thing that's taking place. And that's one thing about the internet. You can tell when trends are taking place. You can tell when masses of people are following things, right? These conversations that have been taking place, this is why they say it's so important for children to have their fathers in their lives, because our fathers are supposed to prepare us for the do's and don'ts of the world. Our fathers are supposed to be the ones who prepare us, right? Our fathers are supposed to be the ones who tell us, try to start families of your own. Our fathers are supposed to be the ones who tell us the difficulties associated with dating single mothers. Now, me, myself, personally, I don't have any huge thing against single mothers. I do believe that they complicate the world more. Now, the ones that I give a pass to are the ones who had a husband to pass, and the ones who were legitimately getting assaulted on a really good level where there was evidence there, and the ones where the men left the women and he refused to work it out. Other than that, the rest are bad single mamas, and I said it to your face. Not behind your back. I said it to your face. I know. That's why I said that. That's why I said that. But listen, we're going to actually just going to jump on into this thing. I want to let you guys know what's taking place.
Single mother is an L. The woman either picked the wrong man to have a kid with, or they divorced their husbands for no good reason and took the kids away. And now they're back on the dating market. These are some of the most delusional and entitled women now. Dating a single mother is an L. The woman either picked the wrong man to have a kid with, or they divorced their husbands for no good reason and took the kids away. And now they're back on the dating market. These are some of the most delusional and entitled women now looking for a new man.
Think about this. We don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. We don't know if somebody told you guys that there was an endless supply of men, that you can just get rid of men. And listen, it's coming to me right now. It's coming to me right now. I forget what it is that we used to do this with. We don't like this one. I thought I liked it, but once I started playing with it, I don't like it. Throw it back and trade for another one. I think it might have been Christmas gifts at school when we were in like third grade. Gift exchange, something like that. So you guys thought that there was an endless supply of men that you could choose from, and you could keep swapping back until you found the perfect one that you were crazy about. That's what you thought. I want to play that again. Because it made just a little bit too much sense.
Dating a single mother is an L. The woman either picked the wrong man to have a kid with, or they divorced their husbands for no good reason and took the kids away. And now they're back on the dating market. These are some of the most delusional and entitled women now looking for a new man.
It's what you guys have been doing. You guys thought that you had endless opportunities to pick men, and you don't. It gets worse and worse and worse the more damage that you do to yourself.
Single mothers don't understand that the second they get single mothers, even if they are. Single mothers don't understand that the second they get single mothers, even if they are good mothers, no one ever complains about that. It doesn't mean your value is not lower. The second you become a mother, your value in the marketplace of dating is completely lowered. Men do not prefer to be with women that have kids.
They're saying it everywhere. All you have to do is get on TikTok, get on any of these platforms, and jump in the search engine and type single mothers.
I took the role of being your son father, not
Right.
just a daddy, but a father.
Right.
I went in so hard, bro. I went in so hard to the point where I put them on my wheel. I had a meeting with my kids. I said, how y'all feel if I scoot y'all over? Scoot over a little slide and let somebody else get a little bit up.
Yeah.
And my kids are amazing. They're my best friends. And they was down with it. So I moved a little space over and added her son in on my motherfucking wing. You're my son for real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah. That has to take a toll.
I put her in my wheel as well too.
Yeah.
You was just my girlfriend. You ain't even my wife.
I hope that still ain't dead now.
Yeah, man.
I hope
man,
that still ain't.
One time the dude told me. One time the son said, "You ain't my daddy." Now that's one thing you don't say to a man
Right.
that ain't your daddy. Don't
Right.
remind him that you
Yeah.
ain't his daddy. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Don't
remind me that.
The juice is beginning to be revealed to not be worth the squeeze. I'm going to keep hammering away on this concept probably 2 to 3 times a week. Why? Because you need to humble yourselves. It's not that we don't want you to have somebody, but you need to humble yourself. You don't have a right to ask for a lot of the... You know how they say when you go to prison and things of that nature that you relinquish some of your rights? You do. You relinquish your rights of some freedoms. So how is it that you think that you can come into a relationship with children by other men in your later years, when you're older, your youthful beauty is fading or it's already gone, you've put on pounds, I am telling you, it takes some grandiose levels of audacity to even go into a situation like that, almost not being on your knees. Let me see something. I want to see something. There she is. Tell me how your night is going.
Excuse me.
Can you hear me?
Would you say something? Yes, I can hear you now.
Tell me how your night is going.
Pretty good.
That's what I'm talking about. So I've been pressing something lately, and I'm sure that you are aware. I've been pressing something lately. This thing with single mothers, right? The reason I'm pressing that is because not so that single mothers get dumped in the trash. That's not the thing. I think single mothers don't know how to date being single mothers, is what I sincerely believe. There's a way to date. It starts with humility. If I come into this thing and I already have some damage on me, then I have to do things to make it's in every sector. It's in the jobs, it's in the workforce, jobs, all of this. Whenever we mess something up, we have to compensate for it somehow. Do you agree with that?
I do. I agree. Yes.
Single mothers can get locked down. But you're running around here acting like women who don't have any children. Women who are 29 years old. Women who are almost virgins. Nobody counts. And so to all of the men of the world who are scanning, because men are ever perpetually scanning, to all of the men who are scanning for potential, for prospects, we're seeing things and we're like, she out of her damn mind. We see price tags on your guys' heads. When we look through the crowds, we see price tags on your guys' heads. Okay, she costs this much. She's demanding what? She's demanding what? You're dating like you are single women with no children in your youth. How a woman who is past 35, has 1 or 2 children, should be dating. She should be dating in humility. She should be going into a relationship with this mindset. I kind of effed up and I came into this thing in a way that most men prefer, not to have to deal with. So in order to make up for that, I'm going to be extra nice. And even if I'm not a nice person, I'm going to learn how to be nice because I kind of messed some things up. Just like if that man comes in short, if he comes in her life short, right? If he comes into her life little, not as masculine as she would like to have, that man has to get his money up. Do you agree with that? Do you agree that he has to enhance himself somehow to make up for being short and to make up for being awkward in order to get a decent woman?
He could. Possible.
No, I'm saying, do you think that that would be required of him from women? Like if you're going to be short and you're going to be awkward, you're going to have to make up for those two things somehow. You're probably going to have to get your money right. And it's the same with women. When you come, listen, and we just don't understand why this thing isn't simple. This should sound like a blessing to the women that this information is even being dispensed. You can score. You have to be humble. Listen, check this out. I want you guys to look at it like this. Yeah, I know sometimes I act up, but hey. Turbulence, people. If you're not familiar with the show, when you hear that, we're probably about to rock the boat a little bit or ruffle some feathers. I know how you got those kids. You guys were out there doing what we were doing. Getting busted down, enjoying busting nuts left and right. You were doing your damn thing. Not you. I'm talking about single mothers. You loved those orgasms. You loved your hair being pulled from behind. Well, whose is it? You loved every bit of it. And that was your reward. That was your reward. So when you go into this relationship saying, well, most men prefer a woman to not be a single mother. So I'm going to have to sacrifice something. I'm going to have to learn how to be nicer and things like that. Because I did come into this thing a single mom. It was me who was out there having all of that fun and, doing what I did to put myself in this predicament. So now I have to invest in myself to make myself seem like a good deal to this man. Can you understand where I'm coming from, Sweets?
Absolutely.
We don't want to dislike you. We don't want to look at you like, ugh. We don't want to look at you like, I wish I would. No, you won't work with us. You come into this damn thing with your nose in the air with 2 children by 2 different men, overweight, average looking already, with your damn nose in the air. I did a show quite some time ago telling the women, please, do you understand that the majority of women who have a good man who came into their life and became the role model for that woman's children, do you know that the most of those women, I teach women this, those of you who have a man who has come into your life and he's been there for some years, treating your children like they were his. Watch this, sweets. Give me a thumbs up, anybody down there in the comments, if there was a good man who, I don't care if you're still together or not, if there was a good man at one point in time or another in your life who came in your life, he was good to your children, he even spent his paycheck on your children whenever his resources were your resources. Give me a thumbs up if you've had a good man come into your life and be stepfather to your children. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Now I want all of you ladies to know that is such an uncomfortable position for men. It's not something we desire. Our peers don't approve of it. And jokingly we get made fun of, but not wholehearted, not to hurt us. It's something we have to get over. The initial embarrassment. Oh, bro, listen, her ass is fat. Her hair down to her back. She feminine. They're listening. They're listening to all of that you're saying. They're listening, but in their minds, they have a marker that they're waiting you to get to. We hear all of that, but we got that question that you know we want to ask. Does she have any kids? Okay. Now, we endure a little bit of that secondhand embarrassment, things like that. My point is this. All of you women who said a man like that has come into your life, did you know that there was supposed to be times to where you take him out to eat, interrupt all of the noise that is surrounding you two, create an environment where it's just you and him, and look him in his face and say, listen, all that you have done for me, I had to bring you out here and look you in your face and let you know how appreciative I am. Do you know that men don't get that? They don't get it. Listen, men are taken so much for granted, and women are pedestalized to the heavens, to where you guys don't think that we need to hear anything like that. Sometimes you don't know, and I'm just saying hypothetically, you don't know how many times that man has thought about just walking away from it all. And it could have took one act of kindness for you to rejuvenate his heart in the right place to where he starts thinking, okay, what I'm doing is worth it. Now, sweets, my question to you is, can you see where I'm coming from where I'm saying men are not getting any type of gratitude or thanks or praise from stepping into that role?
Yes, I do.
And it's effed up.
It sucks.
Nigga, deal with me. I got boobs and I got a coochie. Deal with me.
But y'all know we thank you and we love you.
No, the hell we don't.
Yeah, we tell you all the time.
No, you don't. You tell us what we listen. What you do is let us know what happened if we get caught cheating. That's what you let us know.
Oh my Lord.
What you do is let us know that you that bad bitch. What you do is let us know. I wish a nigga would. You know I'm telling the truth, sweets. Black women are not soft.
Sure they would. I tell them. Come on now.
Okay, so when you were in that situation with that man,
I would tell them all the time.
okay, I could go for that with you, sweets. Maybe you did. But what I'm saying is this. You guys have to humble yourselves, or I promise you, listen, I promise you, you will not score. You know what you will do? You will take a trip. Right back to the dating highway where you see all of those head-on collisions and carnage. And we don't understand why you guys don't understand that's what's been happening to you. Not you, sweets, but can you see where it seems like women have been getting in a relationship, getting in a wreck? They're not even taking themselves to the auto body shop therapy. They pull the car, right? They pull themselves right back out of the garage, jump right back on the highway, get to driving again, get into another wreck. Gonorrhea. They don't even go to the auto body. You guys just keep on incurring damage. Never going to the auto body shop to get repaired, but constantly putting yourselves back out there on the dating highway. And you start to look like, you start to embody damage itself. You start talking like it. You start calling men bro. You start resembling many versions of niggas. And now, the only thing that we see you good for is to knock you dead upside your damn head with the infamous belt buckle jingle. It's only good you're for now. It's only good for now that you've picked up these masculine traits and things of that nature. We are hitting the sheets only. Sweets, let me ask you something. Would you want your son dating a woman who called him bro and things like that?
No, but a girl that does do that is dating my son. Calls him bro. And I'll be like, you call each other, especially when they get mad.
Oh my God.
Really? Bro, you know, when, bruh, all that.
Listen, let me get to these super chats. Sweets, you got anything else before I go?
How's that?
I appreciate you for rocking with me.
Thank you.
All right. Let me tap out some of these super chats. My people down here showing out. And I bet you AJ the ringleader up in this mother. I knew it. Shout out to AJ up in this situation. You already know what it is, my guy. Down here keeping the chaos going over here in the super chats. AJ definitely in the building rocking with us again. We got Miss Brenda down here with the super chat kicking it with us. You know what she said. Let's go. Let's go. I mean that. Let's go. Shout out to AJ again, keeping it going. He said shout out to Brenda for joining the super chat. You already know what it is. My people down here keeping us going. Saving tons of money and energy being single. Listen, we're going to get into it tonight. AJ said, marry before you carry equals no baby Octavius. See, and I'm telling you guys this. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. Listen, AJ said, boobs and cat come standard on every basic model. And see, I truly believe this. That's what they think we're getting in return. They don't even factor in those of us who think, shit, in the bed, I'm the SHIT. I'd like to think that this is an equal swap, right? You were moaning out just as loud as I was. No, that's not it. Their sex is better than ours, like 5 times. So on top of giving us some poontang, the X that they gave us, it also is a payment for us taking them out to eat. It is also a payment for us locking them down and seeing them. That thing, one session, it's like they think pays for being willing to DIE for them. And I'm going to tell you why they've been able to get away with it. Because you do have some suckers out there who will abide by that. But I will say this to you guys. Even the weak men are waking up.
When a female decides to have intercourse with a man, she is 1, choosing to get pregnant, and 2, choosing for that man to be the child's father. A lot of females You are choosing to get pregnant, and you're choosing for this man to be the child's father.
So everybody in this comment section, in this panel,
everyone,
wanted to get pregnant.
Yes,
Okay.
because pretty intercourse is made to have children. Okay, intercourse is made to reproduce. So if you're opening your legs to this man, you
lot of
are
people use
literally
it for
saying,
pleasure
I want
only.
you to be my child's father. It's basic biology.
I'm going to read. Go seek the Lord. He's coming soon. Amen to that. I will agree with that wholeheartedly. Nobody's going to be honest, but I do want to ask the question to the entire panel, both panels. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that single mothers lose some of their leverage and some of their rights when they go into a relationship with a man. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that single mothers lose some of their rights and their leverage when they go into a relationship with a man. Give me a thumbs down if you think she doesn't lose any value. Give me a thumbs down if you think that a single mother does not lose any value on the dating market. Okay, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so my thing is this. Why aren't you acting like it? You really need to be coming into this thing humble, for real. And your brother Stacey Prince is going to do the heavy lifting for you. I'm going to do the heavy lifting for you. Turbulence, people. Here's what you say to that man. Listen, I know this is only our first date and things like that, but if I'm being honest, there's some things that I already respect and admire about you. Where I would like to see us have a second date. I am a single mother, and we've talked about that, but I know that's something that men don't particularly choose, but I feel like I make up for that significantly in other areas. I know how to compliment a man. I know my role as a woman and not to spill over into his role as a man. I'm nice, I'm kind, and the things that I'm not, I'm definitely the type of person who's willing to work on what I see needs worked on. But I'm definitely a relationship type woman. Boom. Humble thyself. Your value is not where it once was. It simply is not. Ladies, you cannot have kids. And once you reach a certain age, your value drops in the eyes of men. Because women don't age the same way that men do. Women do not age the same way that men do. We don't know what happened to you or what caused you to not know this like the back of your hand, like just common sense. Because even you know that when you go buy a car, when you wreck it, you can't get what I don't even care if it's just you just brushed up against a car, brushed up against it, paint transfer. That car is not worth what it used to be. Let's do it like this. Yeah, we don't accept people to come up who have no profile pictures. Listen, let's do it like this. as it pertains to vehicles, let's associate this with a vehicle. On a scale of 1 to 10, if a woman was a car, how bad of a wreck would it be considered her having a baby? If a woman can be associated with a car, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad of a wreck would you consider her having a baby? If a woman is associated with being a vehicle and she has a baby, on a scale of 1 to 10, look. Okay, and I agree with most of these people. I agree with most of these people. Listen, most of these people are saying 6 and 7. That is the damage that you did. Hey, Facebook, y'all better stop. Listen, who was that? Rufus said salvage title. Listen, Young Red said bumper is off. Chalice said salvage title. Ranger said that'd be the equivalent of the engine being blown up.
Dead man. Dead man.
I'm not laughing at you ladies. I'm not laughing at you ladies. I knew if Carl was down here, I knew what Carl was going to say. Okay. Now, my question to everybody who answered that is this. Even conservative people said a 5 or a 6. So, if that's how much damage being a single mom comes with, where does the audacity to be entering the dating highway with such high standards come from? You wish a nigga would cheat on you? Are you serious? I wish a nigga would. You're serious? It was a blessing from Jehovah himself out of his hand that a man was willing to take you. And you don't know that. You think you're still cute. You're inside of your head, you're living out the 20 or 15 year ago version of yourself.
Dead man. Dead man walking.
It is sickening that you women will not even humble yourselves enough to obtain a life partner. Let's do this.
Let's talk about something. If you as a man don't have kids, what is the reason to date a single mom? What is the logical reasoning? What is the thought process? What is the reason that you would risk so much to date a single mom? The number one advice that I hear women telling other women is not to date broke men, right? But the equivalent of a woman dating a broke man is dating a single mom, but in my opinion, it's worse because dating a single mom, it comes with more to lose. You could date a man that has great potential. He has a great head on his shoulder. He has great values. He has great morals and he has goals and he's ambitious, but he's just in the process where he's working to build that for himself. Everyone starts off somewhere, but women will still refuse to date broke men, right? As they say, because they want the success of it at the end, because they want to be there in the good times, not the hard times with that man. So I don't understand why a man would purposely put himself in a hard time.
Do you see what even women are saying? Even women cannot find the value in it. It's already a deal that I'm not extremely pleased with, but then I can also get hurt by signing up for this. My finances are definitely going to get hurt. Then what I'm going to endure as this relationship grows, the back and forth, the discipline, the putting him on punishments and things like that, the time I'm going to have to spend helping him become a young man, all of my efforts, all of my energy. Listen, I want women to tell me, I'm going to read these off. I want women down in these comments to tell me how it is that single mothers don't realize that they should really, 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 really be grateful instead of having these high standards. Somebody tell me how these women don't know that they should come into this thing willing to lower their standards. How don't women know that? How don't women know that they should be willing to voluntarily lower their standards if they're a single mom? What are they thinking that is keeping them from knowing this? I want to know. It's got to be. It's. Carl said, "I blame it on you go girl culture." That's actually has some validity to it. Just complimenting these women, telling them they're the SHIT even when they're not. Lies upon top of lies upon top of lies, right? AJ over here setting it off. I gotta listen. Shout out to my bro AJ over here in this situation, rocking with us. AJ said you can't be a Newport asking Cuban cigar prices. And listen, I'm going to bring some people up here. Somebody's going to tell me how you guys think you can do this. How do you think that you can do this? You heard what AJ said. Let's get it together, people. 49 watching, 28 likes. That means we have 21 childless men who only date single moms in here. Prove him wrong. Prove him wrong. We got 100 people up in here. I need you guys to get those likes up to 100. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, listen. My guy said 35 watching, 23 likes. That means we have 12 bonnets at the grocery store wearing ninjas who think they're 10s in this mother.
Dead man. Dead man walking.
Okay, here goes my girl. Now I got a woman's take on this. She said it's because I asked the question, how don't single mothers automatically know that they need to come into the dating highway voluntarily, lowering their standards, acknowledging that they came into this thing with dating damage on them? She said because folks gave them Disney lies and said they are beautiful princesses no matter what. It's like them having the baby girl instead of the baby boy syndrome. I could go for that. Shout out to my girl Summer up in the building. I could go for that. Yeah, then the first thing that you're going to say is, my kids come first. Well, do you know you just lost your place, fool? Listen, you ladies will never be able to score with any man who is anywhere close to the caliber of man that you're attracted to, as long as you keep those prices too high for the market to accept. The market will not just accept any prices that you provide. The market will reject deals that are not good. It just will. You know who the market is? Consumers. The market is the shoppers. If no one's buying your product, it means your price is too high. Who in here disagrees with that? If no one is buying your product, your price is too high. My girl Savage definitely in the building. I appreciate the love. Zero fucks experience definitely in this situation. Oh, hold on. I saw something of Savage today too. You come on up here. Let's talk. Let's talk. Miss Savage.
Hey.
Tell me how your night is going.
It's going well. You got me for a few minutes, and I'm gonna spend some time with my family.
Is this me smelling good up in here? I have a question. Tell me, to the best of your knowledge, what's going on inside of a single mother's head. Because this isn't something that just happened. This isn't one comment we've heard. This has been a lifestyle of, he got to work here, he got to do this, he got to da-da-da-da. How come they don't know that as a single mom, you really have to come into the dating market in humility and being appreciative of
Both y'all go to sleep.
A man who will date you? How come they don't know that?
I'm not a single mother. I wish I knew, to be honest with you.
So you can't make it make sense in your head?
It don't make sense to me. I can't make something that don't make sense to me make sense. It sounds like still going based on the fact that because they're a mother and because they're a woman, they should have that entitlement.
Because I know better. I know it. Listen. I know if I contract, if I know if I'm 5'8", I'm going to have to get my money right if I want the type of woman I want. You see what I'm saying? I know that. So I'm trying to figure out how a woman could be a single mother and be running around talking about he need to have this, he need to work here. Like, what's going on up here? When you don't know, you should be grateful that you have a man.
I wish I knew.
All right, we're going to lock in again. Go ahead and do the family thing.
All right, baby, I'm ready. You can start the movie.
You take care. Listen, she doing that family thing, right? I want somebody to tell me. Listen, those of you who are single mothers down there, this isn't an attack. I really want to talk to you. Like, I want to know why you don't know that is pretty much the only way that you're going to score. But it's all good.
By dating a single mom, you have so much more to lose. It's funny because women will sit up here and say that men who don't have money shouldn't be dating. They shouldn't even be looking for girlfriends because if they don't have money to date, then they don't deserve love, essentially, right? That's what women say on these apps. I hear it all the time. That if you're a broke man, you shouldn't even be dating. You don't deserve a girlfriend, essentially. But I never hear women tell other women that if you're a single mom, you shouldn't be dating. No, it's the opposite. Women think that single moms deserve the world, and women think that single moms deserve rich men and all of these things. And it's like, so you're sitting here saying that men that are broke don't deserve love, but single moms deserve the world, even though most single moms made bad choices, and that's why they are single moms. Most single moms don't have good heads on their shoulders, and that's why they're single moms. If women
See, and that's another thing. It's not just the fact that you're a single mom. It's what led you to being a single mom. Let's talk about that. What led you to being a single mom? Shout out to Troy Pastor in this situation, subscribing to the show. There's elements about you that are the reason that you're a single mom. Now, there are occasions where it could be the man's fault, something like that, but that's not the normal. That's not the usual, right? You guys got to think about this. You are shooting yourselves in the foot before you even get the gun out of the holster. You cannot score like this. You cannot. Not for a man that you are even 30% attracted to. See, because we know how you feel about weak men, half-developed men. Some call them simps, right? We know the truth about how you feel about them, how you despise them, how you despise the fact that they won't put you in check when you feel like being put in check. You despise the fact that you can call that man a bitch and he'll just, see, there you go again. There you go again. I didn't even call you any names. You despise him. You despise how nice he is. You despise that he doesn't have a backbone. You despise that he gets on top and he does this. Is it good, babe? Is it good, babe? You despise him. You don't look up to him. You don't admire him. He's just a place of refuge. He's safer than dwelling perpetually on the dating highway.
Let's talk about something. If you as a man don't have kids.
What I'm telling you is this. You will not score a man who you admire, whom you're attracted to, whom you're proud to show off to your girlfriends if you don't make a deal. You need a plea bargain is what you need. You need a plea bargain. You came into this thing damaged. And you can tell yourself, be honest, I was out there, I had some amazing sex. I did my thing, I'm not going to lie, and unfortunately now I have to pay for it. Yes. Now you have to pay for it. It's not like you didn't get anything out of it. You got busted down, you got passed around, and it was fun. Let me say that correctly. You had fun. You sacrificed having the fun that led to you being a single mom, and it's cool. It's just that now you have to pay for it. What you have to pay, what's going on now is you don't have the dating value that you would have had you sacrificed having that fun. Had you not had that fun, you would be able to ask for more right now of the dating highway. You would be able to go to the dating highway and say, yes, I think I like him to be 6 foot. On a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 5 or a 6. I'm not too picky. Make it maybe $90,000 a year, $70,000 a year. Yes, that's what I want, Mr. Dating Highway. And the dating highway might say, all right, girl, all right. Now you can't do that. Now you have to deal with the man who will accept you, to be honest. A decent man. Now, if you're a very attractive woman, on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, if you are 8, you can still score a valuable man if you have a child. Realistically, if you're an 8, depending on the circumstances of the children, yes, I'd be remiss to not tell the truth. If you're an 8, you could still score a quality dummy. The reason I say quality dummy is because he's still going to be one of the dumb NBA players or, one of the football players who had somebody else doing his homework for him, or he'll be a Russell Wilson. It always astonishes and amazes me how, oh, Russell, y'all so hating on Russell Wilson. You would not touch Russell Wilson if he didn't have Russell Wilson money. Some of you would spit in his face and call him a bitch ass nigga. He's not respected amongst men And it's not because we don't like him. He's not respected amongst men is because to us, he doesn't share a lot of the traits that we as men know we carry. So when we see him, we see something kind of other than man. Men are not supposed to be walked over on. Men set the tone, which is what you love about men. You love that about men. Hold on, who the fuck you think you're talking to? You love it, and you know you do. Okay, babe, you said you wanted what? Haagen-Dazs? I mean, babe, it is like 11 o'clock, but okay. Let me put my pants on. You despise him. You despise him. You want somebody who will put you in your place when you need to be put in place. Sometimes you will do things just so that leader type man that you have, that assertive type man, will put his psychological foot in your ass. You love it, but you can't have it because women who have not made the mistakes that you have made qualify for that man. You qualify to be his bed wench. Listen, I know my show is harsh sometimes, but I'm only here to help you. I am giving you guys information that everybody else is lying to you about. I give you guys raw, unfiltered information that other people are lying to you guys about. I am telling you guys how you can realistically score. Stop listening to people tell you that you're a 10. Stop listening to people tell you that you're a queen. Queens are not coming into kingdoms with 2 or 3 children by 2 or 3 different men. Queens are not coming into kingdoms weighing 180 pounds. No, they're not. Queens are not coming in to these kingdoms with horrific behavior. You guys are listening to people tell you things that make you feel good, but things that don't lead to tangible results. You need to have a partner in your life. If you had a man in your life, you would not even be as mean and rude of a person as you are. It would not be permitted. It would not be permitted. But you can't get the type of man who can be a benefit to your life, who can help you course correct when you're getting out of pocket, who can help you become. Whoa, what? It's only 12,000 likes over here on TikTok. Let me see how long we've been up here. Yeah, TikTok. We're gonna shut the comments off. I need 25,000 likes over here on TikTok. We're gonna go ahead and shut the comments off if you can't get us up to 25,000 likes. We need 13,000 more likes, people. $12,200 to be exact. Listen, you people are going to have to cut a deal. Listen, my man done cut him off already. Listen, those of you on Facebook, shout out to my brother Biggs, definitely in the building, rocking with us on the regular. Salute, my guy, salute. Listen, and I'm going to say this to you people too. We all benefit from this show. This is not a, what do they call it, the panhandling campaign or anything. But you guys know that the information that we kick out of here is tried, tested, proven, and fact-checked, right? So don't just watch other people be regulars contributing to the show, right? If you get something out of the show, support the show. We have the Cash App information down there or the Super Chat. Rock with the show like it rocks with you, right? I definitely rock with my people who keep this thing going. Listen, shout out to AJ in this situation. They want 6 foot. I want under 250 pounds. Sue me. See what I'm saying? Like, you guys don't think you have to trade anything off. Let's get rid of the being the baby mama thing. You guys will be 225 pounds and be never mind. We're never going to understand this, so I'm not even going to go there. Shout out AJ over here says, shout out to bro moderator again, just because. AJ said, take from the well, give to the well. I gotta read that again. Hey, I'll be looking forward to reading AJ sometime. Listen. This is a while ago. AJ said we got 49 watching, 28 likes. It means we have 28 childless men who only date single moms. Well, I don't have no kids, so I mean, it seemed like the right thing to do. Listen, I keep telling y'all. How to show online, people. Embrace the grace, definitely in this place. Frankie Mac, definitely in the building, rocking with us. Hey, shout out to my guy Ether up in this situation. Listen, Ether said Russell's wife is a verified industry pass around bust down. Even 50 Cent clap? I ain't know she got passed like that. But listen, I know she's getting down now. That's my personal opinion. I can't verify it. But she's turned off by him. Don't make me dig in my phone.
Hey, what up, though?
My brother, man. Tell me how life treating you, man.
Oh, man, I can't lose, baby.
That's my guy.
Hey, bro. You took me out when you was like, I guess I ought to mess with I guess I ought to get me a woman with some kids.
Hey, man. Listen, check this out, man. I'm actually glad you down here, man.
Bro. Yeah, but you know, you gotta understand, man, and this is something I've learned about women, is what they tell themselves so that they can be all right with the way things are going in their life. Like a woman's ability to confuse and lie to herself.
It's real.
It ought to be fucking studied.
Hey, listen, bro. It's real. It's physical. I believe a woman has the power to say,
magical power.
Yeah, bro.
It's like a magical power, but it's like a curse at the same time because it makes them stupid as hell. Like some of the stuff they come up with.
Bro, listen.
I was talking to this woman. Hold on one second, Stacey. I was talking to this woman today, and she got a PhD, and she a doctor and all this other shit. And she was telling me about how, abortion is ending a pregnancy. It's not taking a life. And I said, if you done went to school for all this time, and you done learned so much.
Yeah, man. That's nuts, man.
Yeah, that a baby in a body ain't a baby, and that killing or unaliving it ain't unaliving a human being. Like if you went to school and they convinced you of that,
yeah, that's messed up, man.
Your money back. Because that's fucking reality.
You say stop payment.
Yeah, that's the sky is blue and water is wet.
Bro, you know what I call that?
They come up with stuff so that they can. It's crazy.
I've always called, when people try to defend that, you know what I call it? The interruption of life. What do you call interrupting life taking place? That's DEATH, brother. Can't get around that.
You can't.
If I stop life from happening, right?
Like, it's not even an argument. Like if you done went to school and what they taught you while you was in that school is that somehow a baby in a body ain't a baby. So that if you unalive it in a body, you're not unaliving a baby.
I think
And
what you
that's
said.
you pay all that money to learn something that fucking stupid.
No, I think what you first said when you came up here, bro, I think it all ties into everything that we said after that. Like, so I'm okay. So I can be at peace.
Right. Yep.
I'm going to tell every damn lie that I need to. And listen, damn, that do make sense. Maybe that is the truth.
Hey, Stacey,
Maybe I'm not lying to myself.
Exactly. Believe your own bullshit. Stacey.
What's up, bro?
You can't see past the lies that you tell yourself. That's a fact of reality, that a person cannot see past the lies they're telling themselves. So that's why people believe their own bullshit. And nobody believes more of their bullshit than a woman.
It's amazing to me, man. Like all this time we've been doing these shows, bro. It's like I'm still not. I never cease to be amazed, bro. Like this stuff is different, man.
Yeah. The stuff that I see women come up with and say, and then they turn around and they tell you how somebody tricked them, and you'll be looking at the shit that they was up to, and you'll be thinking to yourself, like, "Damn, are you retarded?"
But then you have to ask yourself, no, really, is she?
Yeah, like is this? And I'm not saying it as an insult. Like, is this person slow or some shit? Like, because you'll meet, like, how many times have you met a woman's baby daddy, and you thinking to yourself, how do you let a man like this?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for real.
This man can't form a sentence.
Say my guys wouldn't accept this dude into the circle.
Yeah, like this man can't even form a sentence. He can't explain himself. He can't articulate any of his ideas. He can't describe his reality. He can't. How
1.7 more thousand likes, people, and we turn the comments back on.
And I get that everybody isn't some masterful.
Yeah, but don't come behind that trying to hold me up to these type of standards right here. Look what you slept with. Listen, I want to throw you off in a conversation that I've been having very strong lately, bro. I want to throw you off in the midst of something, man, that I've been very stomped down, very stern about this. Bro, I believe with my entire heart, and I'm going to start a campaign behind it. Actually, I already have. Brother, I do not believe that single mothers have the same rights on the dating market as women who come into this thing fresh without kids. Even to the extent, bro, if a man says he's going to be faithful, he should be faithful. Point blank. That's what I believe. But if you're a single mom, especially of two, if that man gets busted cheating, now you should display your disappointment and all of that. But who the hell you think you are? You better step back after that. You were on the dating market, on the dating highway for how long before he locked you down? For how long? How many years? It lets you know. And here's what I believe, brother. Here's what I believe with my whole heart. I believe that guy who she can say is a good guy, it really realistically looks like this man's going to see me through to the end of life. I believe that guy who she's contemplating getting rid of for cheating, and I don't mean perpetual cheater, I mean maybe he's cheated 3 times. I believe he was already too good for her. He can still get married. Listen, I tell people this. You don't know, especially a black man, you don't know a black man who is in his right faculties, right? Who doesn't have an addiction, who cannot get married inside of 45 days, man. Do you disagree with that?
No. I think that a woman finding any guy that is solid like any man that is solid, right? And I ain't talking about rich, and I ain't talking about the sharpest tool in the
Just a
shed.
quality man.
Yeah, I'm just talking about a dude with some character that you can count on. You know, that's a valuable person. Because I'm going to tell you something. Here's the issue women have, though. They have a value system, okay, for what they think is important about men that is childlike.
No doubt.
And yeah, and so because of that, women typically do not appreciate.
Give me a second, BJ. Listen, I need y'all to hear what he said. He said women have a value system about what they desire from men that is childlike. It is. Like, I want that toy. I want that toy.
Yeah. It lacks any meaningful depth about what it means to have to live with a person or count on another human being. And being able to count on somebody that you can respect. Very few women have the discernment to understand when they're dealing with a man of that kind and caliber.
I agree.
And they'll overlook dudes because of what they do in life and stuff like that, because the woman is placing a value on them based on a whole system of shit that has nothing to do with what type of human being he's gonna be in your life.
How big his package is, how tall he
It's a whole
is.
bunch of stupid shit. It is completely childlike.
I agree
It's
1,000%.
completely childlike. And that's why they sit online and they complain about these men, because a lot of them don't know a good man if they have one, and because they don't know the value of a good man even if they have one, when they are dealing with one who is an idiot, a nutcase,
Right.
some guy that they shouldn't be sitting across from at all, they can't differentiate.
Mm-hmm.
So they think he's fine. They think that they're trying to figure out what's wrong with the relationship. You'll have women that's they're sitting up online every day, bitter as hell, mad at a motherfucker because of somebody that did them wrong, and the person was on the spectrum.
Right.
And the woman didn't know she was dealing with a man that was, nuts. Because you got people growing up in all types of situations.
I agree.
And
I agree.
I've talked to women where I'm telling you, the man that they baby daddy can't spell like nigga.
What do you say?
Yep.
Listen, I'm not making fun of it. What I'm making fun of is you guys will get pregnant by those guys and come and try to implement higher standards than him on an individual like me. Are you nuts?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm taking you down through there, and do you need a ride back to your house, or what is it? What's it gonna be? That's it.
Well, you think about this, Stacey. Think about this, brother. You get online and you have these conversations, and I see you record these interactions that you have with women. And think of how few of them have the capacity to even engage in a conversation that you're having with them.
Yeah.
For the most part, they're easily triggered. They're saying things that don't make any sense. They can't keep up with the questions that you're asking them. They are deflecting, getting distracted. You explain something, they don't even understand what you're explaining. You're having women online, and they're being argumentative, and they're belligerent, and they lack the intellectual capacity to have the conversation that you're having with them. And it turns into they're arguing with you. And when they don't really even understand what you're asking them most of the time, they don't know what you're saying to them. They don't get any of it. It's all going over their head, and they're arguing shit. A lot of times that doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Listen to the argument. Speaking of argument, listen to the argument. Miss Zandra, ain't that the same thing men do? That's the capacity of their arguments. Ain't that the same thing men do?
It's not just that. Like what you
hold up real quick, BJ. Listen, you seen I tossed you off into that fire, and we're gonna play with that fire for a little bit. Listen, do you believe? In all of the markets, the workforce in retail, do you agree that when something incurs damage, even if it's in the bakery, it goes to the clearance rack, or if it's in clothing, it goes to the half off rack? Do you believe that when something incurs damage, the price evaluation drops?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Do you believe that the women who are great grandfathers and things like that were marrying when they would say something like, out of all of the billions of women on earth, I pledge to only have eyes for you. Do you believe that that was tied to the fact that this was a quality woman? This woman was probably a virgin, or she had very low body count, didn't bring other men's children into this marriage? Do you believe that that was like the payment for getting that man to say, I will only see you, even though they didn't do that all the time? I'm just saying.
Yeah. No,
Okay. Now listen.
Absolutely.
So if we've established that, do you believe that a woman who is a single mother who comes into the relationship has the same value as a woman who has no children?
I don't think she does to the majority of men, and the more options the man has, a woman who's in that type of situation is far less desirable, right? I mean, dealing with the baby daddy, dealing with the woman herself, dealing with the kids, and just all of the new emotions and feelings and dynamics that are brought into a relationship because you're adding these pieces to the chessboard besides just having a single woman to deal with.
Hey, man, we going to play in this fire. I don't know why you keep dancing around her. We going to play in this fire, man. I said, what do you think?
No, here's what I think, Stacey. I think that in relationships, people can get whatever they can negotiate.
Do you think a single mom loses value on the dating market?
But the direct answer is yes. The direct answer is yes. Your negotiating power drops.
You lose leverage.
You bring components to a relationship that are much more complicated than dealing with a woman just like you, all things being equal, except without the kids and the baby daddy and the baby daddy's family and the BS, all the BS that is tied to dating a woman, where these things are anchors in her life instead of just a brother or a sister or some girlfriends or a mama and a dad.
Yeah, man, that's nuts.
Coming into a situation where now I have a child to deal with, and an expectation in some capacity is placed on me and will continue to grow for me to step into a father role.
Listen,
and to pretend that doesn't mean anything at all to a man. That men are not considering this at all. When they meet a woman, they're just so enamored because of how good she looks. Men who are not in submission to their dingling.
Listen, check this out.
How much more difficult a relationship is like this.
Shout out to my brother Ether up in this situation. Allegedly, Amari Stoudemire was one night stand long before. Man, we're going to talk about that.
Who is that?
No, we was talking about Russell Wilson. Give me a second, BJ. Give me a second. Shout out to AJ, definitely in the building, keeping us going. AJ said, if you watch for 30 minutes and you don't hit the super chat, you the MF at the barbecue who didn't bring anything but leave with 3 plates. On child support this mother. Facts. Those of you who didn't understand. Shout out to my bro again for keeping us. Not hitting the super chat is the equivalent of going to court to have your child support payments lowered from $72 a month to $50. Hey, this brother here, man. Shout out to Brian, definitely in the building, hitting us off with the. You already know, man, I appreciate you, man, for rocking with us, B. Listen, here's one thing that I wish the late, great Kevin Samuels would have made more clear, because I'll be honest, it's not even just him. Everybody I've seen try to continue that conversation afterwards, it still sounds cringy. Like when the late, great Kevin Samuels would suggest to the women, okay, now do I get to discipline that child as well, or is that off limits? I think that was the wrong way to say it, because here's the issue. How men turn their children into the winners and champions that we want them to become is unlimited access to discipline, right? And then even when they go too far, bucking back against our discipline, I don't fuck, get the saying cuss words they done learned at school. That's when we can tap that butt a little bit, right? But it makes it more difficult for us to turn your child into a winner if our ability to discipline is limited. If our ability to discipline your child is limited, the child knows that. Even the child knows I can only go so far with him. Therefore, he only has to respect me so far. He only has to, I like mine to fear me somewhat too. You know, not on a violent level, but what'd you say?
Yeah,
that right there.
I'm a father. I know exactly what you're
Come
talking
on,
about.
man.
Now, let me tell you something, man. My ex-wife, she brings this shit up all the time. She says that she'll call me and say, they not doing this. Or they pop. And I said, well, you know, sit down, get eye level with them and tell them what you need to have done. And stop yelling stuff from the other room. Stop repeating yourself over and over again. And, you know, sit down and have a moment and tell them exactly what it is that you need to be done and then give them a time frame in which to do it. She's like, just tell them. Why don't you just tell them? No problem.
Because she know it's going
Right, because she know that she ain't got shit.
Come on, man.
She know that when I say something, it is what it is because I am a father. And, you know, so my kids have a healthy respect for me. When I tell them to do something, they do what I ask. And I don't repeat myself in my home. I tell my kids if I ask them to do something, they don't do it, then I ask them, I say, how many times does Dad ask for you to do something? And the answer after that is one time. And then they get up and do whatever the hell it was I told them to do the first time if I had to bring it up to them again.
100%. Miss Kanai speaks the real in this situation. Tell me how your night is going.
Everything's copacetic. Everything's great. How y'all doing? Hi, Black Jesus, the Wisdom Academy.
How you doing, sis?
Man, listen.
This, you wisdom. I love wisdom, but Black Jesus. That's how I met you.
Man, the time I done known this dude, he done had more pages, man.
They be cutting me down and dropping me off, man.
Hey, listen.
He don't even be doing nothing.
Nah, yeah, he do. You be having to tell BJ, listen, when he up on your line, hold on, BJ, don't say that. Hey, he'll call him the other word for slow head. Oh, listen, Kanai, I got a question for you.
I'm trying to be nice to people, man. I'm trying to be nice to people, but some of these folks are crazy.
Listen, Kanai, I'm going to hit you with something. Like, I've been standing heavy on this. I'm turning it into a campaign, seriously. I believe this. I don't know. I don't know where the audacity comes from, but I believe myself. If I'm 5'8", I believe that, and I'm actively looking to date and things like that, I believe I have to come to the market with something that equals out me being 5'8", something that equals out me being not as attractive as, you know, most women would prefer. I probably have to get my money up. I probably have to compensate for those two minuses I have. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, you probably do. Yeah, especially when you're out in the dating market. Of course.
Okay. Now here's my thing. My premise is this, and I know it's right. Because it operates in every sector that runs the world. It operates in every sector. When we go to the clothing store and there's one of those little moth holes in it, they knock the price down a little bit. Even with the go to the grocery store, if it's close to the expiration date, they put it on the clearance rack, right? My thing is this. It goes towards the people that we generally see up here. I believe this. The ask and the requirements that certain people are trying to make. I believe if she's a single mother, you're going to have to be above average attractive, right? You're going to have to be a nice person that someone can work with. And listen, when I say beautiful, you have to still have retained some of your youthful beauty, or you don't have the same rights as that woman who came in with no children. Why? Because I think I've heard you say it, Kanai. We teach our kids, if you can avoid that route, don't go that route, right? My boy might end up, you know, now he dealing with her. My boy might end up having to square off with her baby daddy and that thing. There's a lot that could come with it, right? So my question to you is this, and I don't mean to say this. Hell, yes, I do. Even the women who are significantly overweight and regular or below regular looking, I got to ask you as a woman, do you think that they really don't believe that they have to negotiate, that they're going to have to make a deal because of the dating damage of coming to the dating highway as a single mom? And let's be honest, you're overweight, you're average or below average looking, you have to make a deal. Now, my question to you is, do you think they know that for real, or do you think that they're just delusion and lying to themselves?
They don't know.
What?
They don't think they have to.
Hey, BJ, you wasn't lying, man. This thing gets scarier and scarier. So I know that I do.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Hold on real quick, BJ. Hold on, BJ. What was you going to say, can I?
No, he can go. I was just gonna say no, they don't know, and the reason why they don't know is because the sisterhood and the girls make it very hard to live in reality. You know,
Okay, I like
you
that.
have to be around. You have to be around mature women. Like I told you the other day, we women that understand that stuff. You're not getting ready to go out with me or be around me looking like who would have thought it and why.
Right.
You're not doing that. You know, there was a situation just recently around New Year's. The girl went out with her friends. They all went out to Club Bendum in Miami, and they were approaching the door. The girl said she got everything together, her and her girlfriends, but there was one woman that was with them, and she was plus size. And when they got to the door, the security told them, "I let y'all in, but you gotta check it out. I let y'all in, but the man said your plus size friend got to pay $300 to get in."
Ooh. Hey, what do they say, BJ?
About.
Pay like you weigh.
Pay like you weigh. But see, the girls, the friends paid at the gym.
Yeah. I'm glad. Listen, I'm clipping that.
But she said if she said, well, she was trying to think about it and think about what was going to go on, and he said, well, let me go ahead and offer her a ride back home. She said, because I don't want to spend, because the girl was pretty. She was like, I don't want to spend my New Year sitting up on the curb watching the fireworks. I want to go in the club. And the girl said, well, look, how about we do this? We'll get you an Uber home, and you could just go home and watch the fireworks. She said, yeah, I'll go and catch the Uber. She said, but after this friendship is over. And then there's a video that goes straight to them getting in the club and having fun. She like, oh, well, let her go and go. Because, you know, back in the day, it used to be we come together, we leave together. But these sisters is different today.
I got to pay for your dating damage? I have to suffer for your dating damage. This is a conscious decision. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn thyroids, and I don't want to hear nothing about none of that. You can't pull away from that table, and you can't make your way to the gym.
And
they
Stacey,
already know. Oh, go ahead, baby.
Stacey is deeper than that. Imagine you out with your homeboys, and y'all go out to a place where, for whatever reason, one of your boys can't come in, and it's completely his fault. Do you think that his expectation is that everybody would ruin their night, or do you think he'd be like, "My bad, y'all"?
I think men won't even make us sacrifice.
Yep, they would. Most men in a situation like that would be like, "My bad, y'all."
Hey, hit me when y'all leave, man. We gonna plug.
Yeah, I'll connect back with you guys, man. I'm gonna take it to the house. Y'all have a good time. Because dudes are gonna think to themselves, they're gonna feel some type of way about ruining the night for everybody else because of something within their control. But women don't process things this way.
I don't think they don't process. I think it's this selfish aspect of them.
You know what? I used to think that too, and
they don't process it, Stacey. He's right.
Yeah, that they have an understanding, choosing to be selfish. And I'm telling you that a lot of these ladies are so childlike in their thinking that it is selfish.
I'll go for that.
Yeah, they aren't even making it to that level of processing the situation. Their consideration for how things should go literally is stopping at how it makes them feel. And the necessary steps that come after, well, this is how this made me feel, but I'm going to think more deeply about this. And then you get what I'm saying? None of that happens. They're just making it to the feeling part. And then all the expectations they have of how people should respond are based off of what they feel. They don't go past that level of thought. This is a level of immaturity, and it looks like narcissism because it is. It looks like self.
Oh, it's tough. They tough out there.
But it's not. It's not something they're arriving at because they consider it could be another way. They don't have the processing ability for that. That's why you can't have conversations with these women when you talk.
Yeah, these are horrific conversations, man. They're horrific,
Yeah.
man.
This is why you can't have an adult level conversation with the majority of them when they're talking to you on your show.
Listen, I don't want to deviate from, because my true goal is to help some of these women get to the promised land. And it's achievable. It's achievable if you humble yourself. If you say, well, I was out there getting pounced the top of, I remember who gave me the best SEX ever. I had a good time in the early 2000s. It was lit, and I was that girl. I was doing my thing. That was your reward. It go back to what Miss Kanai said about the girl at the club. Her reward was being able to indulge all that she wanted on food. Okay, so you have to pay for it right here. Now you have to pay for it, right? All of that fun that led to you being a multi-tiered single mom. You're not demonized for it. You're not a terrible person for it. But you gotta pay for it. That stuff doesn't just disappear. And what you have to pay is now you cannot ask of the dating highway what you would have been able to ask if you hadn't came in with those children. Now you have to humble yourself. And depending on your age, as women get older, what I'm telling you ladies is this. A humble mind can get you locked down in the next 30 days. It can get you locked down in the next 30 days. The guys who you really qualify for, due to being a single mother, and most women are average looking women. That's what the word average means. You would have to rewire your taste buds. What caliber of men you're attracted to. The caliber of men you're attracted to, you don't qualify for anymore. And I don't want you to say, ooh, Stacy is talking this and this and that, and get rid of that. Just take me out of it. How has it been going for you? Is what I'm telling you. You guys have been chronically single for years. And listen, you can't even do better. I know women who are single who, like that, they could do better. I know they could, right? I hear people talk about them. These are people in my personal life. They could do better. They're just chilling. They could literally do better. That's not the case with you. I'm telling you right now, you have to make a deal. You have to say, well, I did, men typically don't desire to lock down a woman who has children. So I'm going to have to make up for that. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to go out of my way to learn how to be nice. I'm going to learn how to get along with the man. Listen, did you guys know that a man will overlook some things if you are pleasant to be around? I promise you they will. Men aren't like you guys. We're not vain like you guys. We don't say you got to be working at the bank, and we don't say those things. We require you to come as the women we were told about, the women we were taught about, right? BJ, tell me what your thoughts on that. Do you believe that if women were to be a woman with children who she's having trouble on the average looking woman, having trouble on the dating highway, has been having trouble chronically. Sometimes somebody will come around to play with her for 3-4 months, but it's not going anywhere, right? Do you believe that woman can score if she learns to be nice and to be the caliber of woman who can cooperate with a man?
Oh yeah, 100%, man. I tell men, my advice to men, I tell men 7s are the real 10s. That's one of my.
I agree.
Yep, that's one of my phrases. I tell men, just something catchy for them to understand and keep in mind. 7s are the real 10s. The women I've dated, beautiful women. I've dated models. I've dated women who legitimately I could give you their name right now and you could Google them, and they got 400,000, 500,000, 700,000 followers. Okay, I've been in 2-year, 3-year long relationships with women that are absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to tell you something, Stacy. The expectations that certain women bring to relationships makes it impossible to
I
have
agree.
a long-term relationship with them, because they want too much, and they aren't willing to give or be enough in a relationship to ever really create the type of reciprocity that makes something last a long time, unless you're dealing with some man that doesn't respect himself. And so, and there are guys who are so happy to be with a woman because of how she looks that they think that somehow the relationship can have absolutely no reciprocity and it still be worth it. And there are women who function that way too. They're pretty and they think that they can exist in a state of relationship where there's no reciprocity and they're just
That's exactly what's going on.
a man, and that somehow they can have something sustainable with that type of imbalance and dynamic in a
I give him
relationship.
SEX. That's the big
Yep.
ultimate payment of
Right.
everything.
So, and they don't realize that even if you find somebody who's willing to agree to do this, and even if you agree to exist this way, this isn't a sustainable dynamic in a relationship, even if you're willfully participating in it. And so you are cursed to keep having these bad breakups in these relationships that don't last. A lot of these women who are very pretty are stuck in this. And this is a culture now amongst women called baddie culture. And these women participate in looking for relationship dynamics that are completely unsustainable. So it's better to get a girl.
Let me read
who's a
these super
7.
chats, BJ.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm just saying it's better to get into a relationship with a woman who is a 7 that thinks she needs to be something and do something and show up in a meaningful way in a relationship than to be with some woman who doesn't understand that and is looking for some type of crazy ass dynamic. So a lot of these women, I tell guys, it's not your girl, it's just your turn.
No doubt about it. Shout out to my bro AJ, definitely in this situation, rocking with us. I'm almost going to do a WWE heel turn on the chat for not contributing. I'll start individually roasting y'all soon. You already know what it is. Get on their tops in. Bro, moderator gonna kick me. I have to get AJ a wrench too. I have to get AJ a wrench. Shout out to my bro AJ again, definitely in the building. Ninjas dropped 250 on Jordans, but not $2 on the super chat. AJ definitely lighting us up over here. I'm going to invite all y'all's grandmothers and baby mamas to the barbecue and not have any food ready. That's how they doing it, ain't they, AJ? Mr. Certified definitely in the building, rocking with us. How to show online. You already know, bro. I appreciate the support. What the heck was that? AJ said, my thyroids. Nah, chick, your caloroids. Fact.
Caloroids is diabolical.
Diabolical. Nah, man, he put his foot down when he do. Shout out to AJ in this situation again, keeping us rocking. People who don't super chat are the people who have that little glob of mustard on the corner of their mouth when they eat bologna sandwiches. That's my guy right there, man. Shout out to AJ again, setting it off. My guy. AJ says non-contributors eat Chief Keef sympathizers. Who was that? Shout out to my brother Mike Check up in this situation. Dropping the bombs on him. My guy, keep your foot on Big Shirley's neck. Pay your weight, people. Agree to Disagree podcast definitely in the building. So listen, Miss Kanai, my question to you is, do you think that there's a realistic, I know it's not huge, right? Oh, I know the numbers wouldn't be huge, but Because my thing is this, I just truly believe if sometimes you'll hear something, you'll be like, I never thought about that before. I believe if women really would hear us saying, listen, you got to cut a deal. She said, now, Stacey, you're going to have to calm down.
You got too much hope. Y'all, some of y'all really did not listen to Kevin. I know you don't. I don't agree with
No, like I said, I don't think it's no big numbers. I don't think it's no big numbers.
It's not no numbers at all.
So I do get these inboxes though over the years.
It might be a few, maybe, but it's not what you think. I'm telling you, we've been talking to him for 3 years on this app. We've been talking to him. We've been seeing on social media. I mean,
so you telling me that they cooked? You telling me they cooked?
Yeah, most of them are cooked because you cannot tell. Look, you got women. Look, I remember Kevin Samuels used to say to women who were even married that had children, either go back to your husband or you got to accept a man that's going to be able to have another woman or whatever.
You're right.
Because you got kids in your life, which involves other men in your life, So you got to be fair. I mean, look, they don't want to be looked at as. I believe that when a woman has done certain things, you're at the mercy. Women are at the mercy of a man.
I agree.
Believe that, and that's just the way it is. Okay, but they don't believe that their value changes. They don't believe that. They don't. The minute that you have a kid, your mindset should say, you know what? I knocked myself about that spot, and I have to not accept anything. I ain't going with no Pookie, but I need to do something different. I need to overcompensate. I need to sit down. I need to rethink. I need to reevaluate. I gotta be still. We don't do that. We just keep going because there's no consequences for women, and all y'all think that they're all children. So mentally, they're not really doing anything to hold themselves accountable. They're not thinking, you know what, when I get married, I don't want my man to be with me and be feeling like he in the ocean somewhere.
Right.
They just keep going. They don't think, you know what, I don't want to get caught out there, but if I did, I want to know who the father of my child is. They're not thinking. So it's because, though, you all have made it so easy. You men have made it so easy, especially for beautiful women. You have made it so easy for us to get a pass. And I see it even on these panels.
Kanai, we was taught to. We was told to by our grandfathers and by our dads.
That's the worst mistake ever.
Well, no, listen.
I don't care how pretty you is. You going to get your whooped.
Listen, Kanai, listen. When they taught us that stuff, the women were the caliber of women who could receive the way that we were taught to treat them. Like, you got to understand, they had movies where men would lay their coats over a puddle of water for a woman. Like, we were really, really taught to really be willing to lose. Don't, nah, brother, don't look over there. That's Jeroboam's girl. Like, you lose your life about this woman. But what happened was, they didn't do it on purpose. Our grandfathers, our uncles, and our dads, the instructions that they gave us were good for women like our grandmothers, traditional women, but they didn't tell us that there was something coming. Modern women, they didn't prepare us for it. So we got caught up giving the treatment of traditional women to modern. It took me a minute to snap out of it. It took me I didn't snap out of it except for what? 30 years ago, 25 years ago. And then a beast was born.
You got half and half. You got half and half because you did have some of them fathers that didn't go for that stuff. But all I'm saying is that no, there's no easy way out of this. And like Kevin said, you cannot save a hyena. And I don't think men heard him. I think that you all have a soft spot in your heart for women, and I get it. But even the sisters is trying to tell you, brother, we talk to these delusional women. We on the phone with them. Y'all don't know what they say. You don't know what they thinking. You're not going to change them. They're already saying, I don't care what they say. We gonna keep doing what we gonna do. They don't care. They over there telling the YT man to go over there and unalive you. They can care what that.
Hey, Kanai, I saw that video you sent me. That was unbelievable. I tried several times to kind of believe that wasn't real, but now I will say this, and I got a question for you, Kanai. Listen, I got a question for you. I'm glad you up here, actually. I've been actually doing some research on this. I've been calling back home and everything. Here's my question for you.
Okay.
The stuff.
I hate to mess up you and BBJ conversation.
No, we good. We just, listen.
Okay.
This week, I think everybody up here right now knows who we're having the problem at. And period, got a bitch fucked up. I think we all know who we're having issues with. You know, the eyelashes so long it looks like they're about to tip over. The fingernails look like it can cut a torso in half. Things like this. Now, I need your honest assertion of this.
One dimension, though. You just dealing with one dimension.
Well, I tell people this. Looks are attached to personalities. You can look at a person, get a good gist of that person's personality. My question to you is this, because I did this. I started thinking, and I said, Sonya, several women that I know back home, I said, no, they're not ratchet. The people I know aren't ghetto. I couldn't name, like, where I'm from, of course it's smaller, right? I couldn't name 3 ghetto ratchet chicks like the ones we see dining and dashing, running out of many and petty spots. I'm talking about them ghetto girls. So my question to you is this, Miss Kanai. Out of all of the women that you know, can you honestly say that there's more of the ghetto, ratchet, nasty women in the black community than there is? Listen, I believe that there's the ghetto, ratchet, nasty that everybody detests that's making us look bad on social media. I believe they're cool, but they weren't promiscuous, had their whole phase and got a couple of kids behind it. And then there's the ones those are our premier girls. Do you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I do agree. I agree.
Okay, so you don't think that we have as much ghetto trash as we do civilized women?
I think we have. You know what? It looks like it's more, but Stacey, as I keep going, it's even the ones up there in the damn
damn, you're right. I
mean, it's just that they just know how to cloak it. You know,
you're right.
You know, we know how to cloak what we want to cloak. Okay, I'm just being honest.
Damn it, man.
I'm telling you.
I was trying to listen. I've been trying to find a light for black women because, like, I'm thinking, like, no, they're putting the spotlight on a small group of really, really terrible women. But when you look at Jasmine Crockett and stuff like that, they not like us. They not like us. In Capitol Hill?
Yep.
Listen, like you said, the woman that came up here with me and you, when we all had that woman there, teaching women how to be. I'm talking about this woman was adored in a gown that looked like something that fell through a crack of heaven. Gown is just glowing. And I'm like, okay. I think I started off calling her Mrs. So-and-so or something.
Yep.
3 minutes into that conversation, I'm appalled. Like, this is a ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And she been using some of my comments. I mean, she took some of my points that I was making, but I understand. And look, nobody's perfect. Okay, I believe in Christ. I believe that people can get to a point where they can change. I don't take that away. You know, I still believe in that. I just know that. I just think that the programming is so thick and it's just so wide. It doesn't even matter. Y'all keep talking about westernized women. Look, I think this spirit is everywhere.
I agree.
It doesn't even matter.
It's in Africa.
It's everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. It's always been like that, though. And my son went to school with Russians. He went to school with Indian women. He went to school with Asians. He ain't coming back to me complaining just about black girls. He talking about all of them.
But listen, where did those women he's complaining about? Where did they get their culture from? It's copied off of the African American black woman.
They got to get it from their country because they came from their country. These are people who come from their country.
I know a chick that I was dealing with. She's from Nigeria. She went back probably 2 years ago when we were still seeing each other. She went back and she came back sad. And I asked her what was going on. She was like, American culture, it has even invaded Nigeria. I said, what you mean? She said, the short shorts where you can see the butt cheeks. She said they're doing that. She said they're bleaching their skin. She said they have the long ratchet fingernails and things like that. Listen, I'm going to tell you something, Kanai. African American, 13% of a country is the most influential group of people on the entire globe. That's African Americans. We dictate and we control what trends are setting.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say we're doing it. There's puppet masters behind the scenes running campaigns. They're even getting on Fiverr, having people, well, not Fiverr, but marketing campaigns. What would make sense? What would make them catch on? Oh, period. Okay, push that past as many accounts. Like, this is not even black culture. We're being manipulated at high levels. You can get on ChatGPT and it'll tell you that there's millions and billions of dollars being poured into campaigns to manipulate the black community every year. So we really don't even belong to us.
We supposed to be. That's why we supposed to be the salt of the earth, because we are influential people. But the bottom line is, like I said, we got to get over this saber complex. There's only one man who died. And you can't save everybody. You need to look for your kind. All of these people that got your skin color ain't your kind, and we really got to get out of that too. This problem is beyond us. I know we trying to focus on us a lot, but it's beyond us. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't think they want to listen. I'm not doing live no more. I'm not.
You're not doing lives no more?
No, absolutely not. No, I'm not doing them no more. Because why I need to keep talking? The people who needed to hear me heard me. I got a book club out of it, I got blessed out of it, and I'm done. They don't want to listen. It's time for me to be quiet and move on to something different. You can't save people that don't want to be saved.
I think the thing that I dig about this, Kanai,
that's just me.
I know
y'all got the power to keep talking, but I don't move like that. I gotta harness my energy for some more important things. Go ahead.
I think the thing that makes it like these platforms are so super, super, super dope because the people who it ain't for, they can walk on by, right? And the people who it's for, they'll show up on the regular. You know what I mean? So I don't have to get out there and be campaigning, handing out flyers and things like that. It's so dope that this thing does the weeding and seeding for me. I know the women who go down there and wish death upon me and things like that. And, but I agree with something you said. They will tell you, the ones who aren't your people. I'm not talking about no skin color or nothing like that. If you pay attention to them, they will let you know. They'll basically be saying, I'm not one of your people. And I can identify them. You know what I mean? I don't waste time on them,
Yeah.
BJ.
Yes, sir.
I was about to say BJ done probably fell asleep on you. Got anything for me before I go?
Yeah, I just, I think that Miss Kanai is, she's seeing the same thing I'm seeing. And you got a mixture of people who are not good people, who are selfish and usury. You have another portion of these young ladies that are, they don't have a mature enough mind to understand the life that they're living and the situation they're in,
right,
and what's happening around them. And then you have some women where they do understand it and they're trying to take advantage of the situation.
That's sickening.
Obviously, those proportions of women exist. We would just argue about how many of them there
are. Right. That's the issue right there.
Even if you were talking to the most feminist of women, she should be able to admit that those variations of woman exist. The thing that men are tripping about is the proportion of these people now to the total amount. And I think that men believe that it's a much higher percentage of these women than women do, because what I find is that women think they're better people than they are. They give themselves credit for being really great people because a lot of the selfish stuff that they're doing,
right,
they don't see a problem with.
Right. Because of the sister code. Why do you think that they're so close to GAY people, right? They do that because that's their ability to be around men who will not tell them when they're out of pocket and things like that. You know what I mean? They don't have to be accountable. They can act a complete fool. You know what I mean? Listen, babe, I got a ride on the way over here. I appreciate you guys coming up and rocking out with me.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, my brother.
You already know, man. We'll
Okay, you
connect
guys.
again.
Good night.
Take
Bye,
care.
BJ.
Take care.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye, baby.
Bye.
People, we have not one super chat today. Not one super chat. What's really going on over here? Let me see something. But my people did Hey, the International Quiet Storm is definitely in the building over here rocking with us. My bro said, I'm done with Western women. The juice is not worth the... Yeah, it's like a poison. It's like a poison been injected in their minds. Like, you kind of can't do anything about it. You kind of can't do anything about it. The reason that I think shows like this are real cool is because you don't have to beat anyone upside the head, get them to listen to you. The people who this is for, it's for them. You can tell because they stay here, right? They rock with us. Then they may tell a girlfriend or two about it. And that... Who it's for, it's for. Who it's not, it's not. I don't have to put any extra effort into, because I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't do any campaigning and things like that. This thing seeds and weeds itself. You know what I mean? So, yeah, chivalry's definitely gone. That thing's never coming back. Did I say super chats? I meant cash apps. AJ have been down here acting a fool. Shout out to my guy AJ for keeping us rocking up in this situation. Mike Check definitely in the building, kicking it with us. Miss Brenda dropping bombs for us. Yeah, AJ lit this whole panel up the whole night. It's 3 regulars who supported the show. I'm going to start blocking their support. Shout out to Brian, definitely rocking with us. AJ done lit the whole panel up. I'm going to read some of these for no reason. Hey. That's my guy right there. Negro by blood, definitely in this situation, rocking with us. Yeah, Adam. They, no doubt about it. They definitely write the algorithm. Listen, I appreciate all of my people for rocking with us. We dropping bombs over here for AJ, killing it all. All night. Agree to Disagree podcast, setting it off over here for us. Mike Check definitely in the building. Miss Brenda. Brian dropping bombs on us. I appreciate all of my show supporters, everybody who supported the show on TikTok. We got to rock on out of here, people. And it's been one. You already know.